welcome back to my channel. Today is a different version. Yeah, I just want to do this here. Yeah, you're welcome back. Hope we're all doing good. Hope we're all keeping safe. It's good to have you back here on my channel. Before I forget, my name is Folakemi and the name of my channel is Folakemi Atos. I vlog about faith, food, healthy relationship and travel. Today I want to talk about a very important topic, and the topic is forgiveness. Before I talk about this, please, for those of you that are viewing my video and you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Kindly subscribe. Subscription is free. You are going to help me, and at the end of the day I'm going to help you too. Yeah, and don't forget to hit the notification bell, that tiny bell. Just hit it so that you get notified. Most of you says you don't get my video because you don't hit the notification bell. That is the only way you can get alert. You just hear when I release any of my video, so I don't need to be sending it to you individually. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like my post and share. Thank you so much. Yeah, today, just like I said, I want to talk about a very important topic. Very, very important, and that is forgiveness. And I want to tell you what forgiveness is to me, because forgiveness is to people, we take forgiveness in different way. But what is forgiveness to me? Forgiveness to me means letting go. Forgiveness means I should not dwell on the past. I should allow things to move on. I should allow things to go from my mind. Forgiveness to me means peace of mind. For instance, if someone hurts me, and each time I'm still kind of having sleepless night over it, even if I said I've forgiven, it means I've not really forgiven. I'm still holding the person in my heart. For me, to me, forgiveness means when I have my peace, when I have my total peace, even when I see the person or I don't even see the person, I have this peace. It means that I have actually forgiven the person. That is what forgiveness is to me. Forgiveness to me is a personal decision. It is not something they force you to do. It's not like you tell somebody and say, oh, you have to forgive that person. Sometimes people tell you, you need to forgive. But if you are not ready to forgive, if you yourself, you are not willing to forgive, of course, it's never going to work. Forgiveness is a personal decision. It's not something they force you. It's not something they cajole you to do. It's not going to work. Forgiveness is a personal thing. I remember when we were little, as a child, sometimes when we fight and our parents will say, okay, you people should hug yourself and let it go. Sometimes we still keep some grudges within us. It's like they force that thing on us. Until you yourself see the need for you to forgive someone or to let go of something, it is not yet forgiveness. To me, forgiveness is a personal decision. Nobody should tell me, forgive someone. I should see it within myself that I need to forgive. It is a personal decision. Nobody can force me to forgive anybody. Forgiveness to me is when you stop blaming. You stop blaming. I know he's the one that did this. Of course, in this life, we're going to hurt ourselves. But to me, the moment I stop blaming someone for maybe things they've done to me in the past, that is forgiveness. Forgiveness to me is when I don't think of revenge. I want to hurt that person. She did this to me. I'm going to make sure I punish him. I punish her. No. When I forgive, I don't think of revenge. I don't think of hurt. If the person is going through hard time, I feel the pain. I'm not thinking of what the person has done to me because I've forgiven. I'm not thinking of revenge. I'm not thinking of any harm to happen to the person. I can't, something bad cannot happen to the person and I will say it serves him right. No, that is not forgiveness. So if you are forgiving someone and when something bad happens to the person and the next thing you say, oh, it serves him right, he got what he got what he deserved, you haven't forgiven. You are still holding the person in your heart. Forgiving is letting go. You don't pray for harm to happen to the person. And when something bad happens to the person, you sympathize. So to me, forgiveness is not revengeful. It's not seeking for revenge in any way. Forgiveness is not a societal decision. It's not something, just like I said, it's a personal decision. It's not something you allow society to determine for you. It's not something you allow people to judge you or to force you or to cajole you into. Some people like, oh, you need to do this. No, that is not forgiveness. Like I said, it is a personal decision. It is what you want to do. I want to give you a vivid example in the Bible. When the woman in the Bible, she was caught in the act, the adulterous woman. And when people came, they said this woman was caught in the act, she was caught in adultery. And Jesus said something, because he knows that people have come to condemn this woman. And he told them that you don't have the right to judge any person. You don't have the right to decide the person's faith. Jesus said, if you know you haven't committed any sin, you cast the first stone. And none of them could cast any stone because they know they were as guilty as the woman. All of them were guilty one way or the other. So they all left. And Jesus told the woman, go and sin no more. It is a personal decision. No society has the right to force you into it or has the right to judge you. Don't allow anyone to judge you. Jesus did not allow the society, the people, to judge that woman. She just gave the woman an advice. Go and sin no more. Your sins are forgiven. It is as simple as that. Don't let any pressure, don't let any peer pressure, don't let any society influence, don't let any societal influence force you to do what you are not ready to do. Many of you have a problem, you said you're forgiven, but it's because they force you to do it. Within your heart, you know you have not forgiven the person. And you have to be careful. If you know you have not forgiven the person, if you stay with that person, you are going to hurt the person. Don't force yourself. I believe that we all understand this. Don't let people force you to do what you are not. Don't let anybody force you to do what you are not prepared to do. Let it come from your heart. Be prepared for it. Be ready for it. Forgiveness is forgiving yourself first. If you want to forgive someone, you must be ready to forgive yourself. Because one way or the other, if someone hurts you, you have done a lot, you have said a lot of things you're not supposed to say. You have caused the person, you have said a lot of bad things about the person. So the first thing you need to do before you even forgive that person is that you have to forgive yourself. We need to forgive ourselves. If you don't forgive yourself, it's going to be very hard for you to forgive others. If you don't love yourself, how do you love others? You can't give what you don't have. It's not possible. If you don't have love in your heart, how do you give it out? If you cannot forgive yourself, how do you forgive others? Forgiveness should not be something that will bind you. It should be something that will release you, set you free. That is forgiveness to me. It is something that I feel so good about. Not something I would do. I said, well, I really don't want to do it, but I just have to do it. No. Forgiveness is something that you are not, it's not binding you, but it's releasing you. You are set free. That is what forgiveness is to me. Forgiveness doesn't mean you should allow the person to still continue to harm you. Many of us will say, well, we are forgiven, and you still stay in that kind of unhealthy relationship just in the name of forgiveness. One thing Jesus told that woman, go and sin no more. Go. Don't go back to your past. Go. Don't go back to that same place that they caught you. Move away from things that will make you to sin. If someone is hurting you, you have forgiven the person. That's all right. It doesn't mean that you should stay glued to the place and allow that thing to keep on. Someone cheats you today and you've forgiven the person. The next time you see this a business and the person cheated you, for how long do you want to fall into that game? You don't allow anybody to keep on hurting you over and over, over and over, over and over. You are stupid. That is not forgiveness. Forgiveness, forgive the person, but you have to be careful with the person. Don't go too close to the person. Don't go back. Jesus told the woman, go and sin no more. Go. Don't go back to that thing that is making you to sin. Forgiveness is ability to walk out without feeling any remorse, without feeling any guilty. That is forgiveness. Forgiveness gives peace and joy. When you forgive, it gives peace. It gives joy. It makes you to feel so good. That is forgiveness to me. Forgiveness is eternal. It is everlasting. You don't say you're forgiving someone today and the next minute you still go back to it and said, no. When you forgive, forgive. And let it go. The only thing is that don't make that mistake again. Don't fall into that mistake again. That is forgiveness. But it is eternal. It is everlasting. It is forever. Forgiveness is meant for you, not the offender. That is the last thing I'm going to say. Forgiveness is actually for you, not the person. Forgiveness is meant for you, not the person that sinned against you. That is, when you say you forgive a person, the joy, the peace comes to you. You might forgive someone and the person might not forgive you, but you have done your part. I hope you understand it. So many times we are forgiving people that offend us, but they never forgive us. They are still holding grudges. That is their problem. That is why I said forgiveness is for you. It's for your own good. When you forgive someone, you are letting go. You have your peace. You have your joy. So if the person is still holding onto that thing, if the person is still holding on to you, if the person doesn't want to let go, that is his business. That is their business. You have done your part. So forgiveness is for you. It's for your conscience. It's for your sanctity. It's for your sanity. It's for your life. It's for your peace. It's for your joy. Not the person you have forgiven. Not the person that did wrong to you. Not the person that offends you. So don't let us miss it as, oh, because I've forgiven me, it's going back. No, you are doing yourself a favor, not the person. And that is why you must always forgive. You are doing yourself a favor, not the person. The person might not forgive you, but as long as you have done your part, but as long as you have done the right thing, it doesn't matter. You have done what you're supposed to do. You have done what Jesus said you should do. Forgive and let go. Thank you so much. I hope you have learned something. Whenever I talk about something like this, I also talk to myself. I learn because most of my video, it is about life experience. I talk to myself and I talk to you. I want to see your contribution. Please drop it in my comment section. And if you want to add any other thing, or you feel that you don't agree with what I've just said, you can feel free to put it in my comment section. Thank you so much. See you in my next one. Until then, please continue to stay safe and don't forget, forgive someone. The Lord bless you. Bye.